Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Dota Pit League season number 3. We are here with our last game between Power Rangers and Team Tinker. Game number 2 of a 2-game series. Power Rangers off to a bit of a rough start here in Dota Pit season number 3, losing, of course, to Asus Polar 2-0 as their first series, and now down 1-0 here against Team Tinker. They've got to find a way back into the series, and they're going to do so with a sniper as their first choice. Again, as always, Dota Pit Season 3, organized by One Game Agency, brought to you by High Ground TV. Of course, as always, Pitmuckle's here, Motpex, our statsman, back from break for at least today, and F4L joining me, of course, as the co-caster. F4L, do you think the sniper and axe, is that a good start? Is that what they need to move on here to maybe get a victory in this second game?
It's sort of that classic sniper versus Shadow Fiend, you know, the counter pick, if you will, so... Definitely favor the sniper up in this 1v1 matchup. We have seen games though where, you know, it's mostly up to whichever team can control the mid lane is probably going to be the victor. I think when you have these two heroes facing off against each other, it's just so easy to gank for either of them. Obviously sniper, I would say, with more solo kill potential than the Shadow Fiend, especially at level 6. But they're going to go ahead and follow that up with the Clockwork. One of the more successful heroes up against a sniper. I would say Clockwork and Spirit Breaker, you know, two of the commonly picked counters. And we'll just have to see how well Power Rangers can either gank the Shadow Fiend or how well Team Tinker can gank the sniper in the mid lane. I think that's really going to be the important factor for this game. Yeah, and Power Rangers picked the sniper into one of the most dangerous Clockworks out there, that being Bulba's. Bulba sometimes gets a lot of flack, but nobody can deny his Clockwork has quite the presence. Specifically, you go back a couple years when he's playing for Liquid at TI3. And one of the most hype moments that I've witnessed live, he pretty much won that game on his own, although Korok did do some work, TC as well. If you talk about any Dota, anybody that's a fan of any Dota will remember that, so people will notice that. Bulba's Clockwork, you need to respect it. And Power Rangers, I hope they do so. Yeah, I mean, definitely, you know, famed for his Clockwork play, especially, like you said, against LGD at TI3. Was that 3? It was. Alright, great. And then, they're just gonna go ahead and ban the Broodmother. Definitely not a fun hero to play against. I don't know how strong Brood is. It's just sort of weird. Like, it's a 5th pick hero. Yeah, maybe you can pick it in second phase in certain situations, like if they've already picked all their cores. It's just that sort of one of those heroes that it might not be like one of the best heroes in the game, but it ruins your game plan, if that makes sense. Like, yeah, you have this game plan and you're like, we want to do this, this, and this, and then they just pick Brood and you're like, well, we can't do like any of our plans anymore because we have to dedicate 2 supports full time to shutting him down, keeping him level 1 as long as possible. Right. Making sure that we have a core that can then deal with the Brood, you know, after we start roaming around with our supports and after Brood, you know, gets some levels. So definitely just an annoying hero to say the least. Yeah, I mean, it's a hero that, like you said, you have to dedicate heroes around, and it screws up your entire gameplay. And hero's damn annoying, one of the most by far, and you often see it in that last pick slot, which is really the frustrating. That's why it's a problem, honestly. If it was anywhere else, you'd be like, okay, it's first pick, let's see what we can do against this, but the team will always be like, gotcha, last pick, you weren't expecting that, were you? Like grinning, laughing the entire time, and well, for sure, it happens. And Power Rangers is going to follow that up with a Dazzle, so I think Weave is going to be very strong in this game, you know, especially against Shadow Fiend with that negative armor aura. Dazzle going to be quite effective with that. Also pretty nice with Axe, you can use the heal. So I think Dazzle, not too surprising of a pick. Team Tinker are going to get the Skywrath Mage, so they're going to get the Skywrath Clockwork combination. I'm actually kind of surprised Power Rangers allowed that. Although I suppose they could just do the same thing with Lion, right? Yeah, it's sort of similar, although it's on a much longer cooldown. Yeah. But Power Rangers Rubik pick, the Rubik Dazzle. Dazzle. That's like a very, very weak support duo. So they're really going to need to make sure that whatever core they put in the safe lane is strong enough almost to just solo win the lane against Clockwork, and then you try to get a kill with Rubik Dazzle. But
I feel it's more of a defensive support.
It lacks a lot of, like, they lack damage.
Yeah.
So unless it's like with an axe and then they like use a heal bomb with a call or something, it's going to be very difficult to kill the clock.
I will say this. It's a lot like, I think, and Moppax makes a good point. The Rubik lift against Clockwork is very, very solid.
Yeah, it is.
It's one of the reasons why you pick the hero, I think. But
it's
like you said, it's very
an
weak.
odd combination. Like the Rubik, you definitely want it with a support that adds a lot of damage, and Dazzle only really provides a lot of damage if you can somehow get a lot of units surrounding the other hero. So it'll be interesting to see what Power Rangers decide is their last hero. Maybe you get a core with a disable, I think could be pretty strong. I'm not too sure what that would be and what their plan is here, but we'll have to just see what they do. Maybe go for something like a Slark again. I don't know. Slark, I think, could actually be pretty strong in this game.
That's funny. I think people, when I was talking with Truff, no, actually maybe this was you. I don't know. Never mind. Continue. Sorry, I lost it. I don't know what happened there.
We're gonna say something about Slark.
Kind of, but whatever.
Yeah,
it's not important.
Well, I think Slark's definitely not as strong as it used to be. I think people got a lot more used to playing against it, and the hero definitely suffers against like 5-manning lineups, but Team Tinker really don't have a 5-man lineup if you look at it. They're really looking to get some pickoffs with Clockwork Skywrath, make sure the Shadow Fiend gets extremely fat, and then once the Shadow Fiend is like at a certain point threshold, then they're going to probably 5-man. But up until that point, they're really not going to be looking to 5-man. And I know Power Rangers really like Slark, so I wouldn't be too surprised if we see that here. What are some other options? I just think they need a carry with some disable, and Pounce just seems like, you know, such an obvious choice.
Yeah.
And unless they do an axe safe lane, which could work. Like you can lift into call.
Ooh,
pretty nice.
That seems dangerous. I don't know how you win that. I don't know how you just have to stay so far back if you're the offlaner in that situation. That's sketchy. I don't know though, but I like the idea of Axe in a safe lane because then he could rotate to the jungle easily and then just take camps, which gets him his blink dagger very, very quickly.
And you can also give Rubik a lane to get 6 and a blink as well.
Yeah. I'm down for that. Maybe pick an off lane here, but I don't think they'll do that. I think they'll probably give Cheshire Cat the axe again.
I'm not too sure what other heroes they like to play. I know what they used to like, but I haven't seen many recent Power Ranger games. Like if this was the old Power Rangers, I'd be thinking like Clinks and Legion Commander. But I don't think they run these heroes anymore.
Not that I know of. No shot flow. That's the biggest issue. All right, Power Rangers, what do you got up your sleeve? Your last pick here. Is it the safe laner?
Okay, maybe you do something like a Luna. I think Luna could actually be quite good. It's sort of like a... Not really a classic lane, but it makes the lane a lot stronger because of that Lunar Blessing that you get with the triple ranged heroes. It gives a lot of pushing potential. You have the Dazzle heal as well as a Lunar Blessing. I'm just trying to think of other heroes that they could possibly pick. They're actually going to go for a Brewmaster, so...
Off lane Brew?
I think it's safe lane Brew, so... Brewmaster, a hero that we really haven't seen too much recently.
Yeah.
Especially, I think it's just because he loses mid matchups, like to all of these popular heroes, like Sniper, Shadow Fiend, gonna have an easy time against the Brewmaster. Brew losing that 2 armor at level 1, it was such a big deal. Going from 4 to 2, so it makes his passive just a bit more ineffective, and it's a lot easier to just chunk this hero because when he buys Stout Shield now, it's not. When you hit him, you can actually chunk him instead of before where it was like tickling him.
Yeah, he seemed very beefy, almost unkillable-esque, but now it seems as if he's okay. I mean, he's not broken. He's not.
Yeah,
he's not
I
awful.
think he's in a perfectly fine place. I think the problem is like finding a role for him because he's sort of phased out of mid. So do you put him off lane or safe lane? If you put him safe lane, it's a hero that doesn't scale so well. But since these mid heroes that are very late game centric are popular now, you can sort of justify putting him in the safe lane, especially if you get some aura items like AC Vlad's up at a decent and reasonable time. I definitely think safe lane Brewmaster is the way to go because off lane's just a bit too risky. Like if you get the Blink Dagger too late, sometimes your impact just gets completely diminished. And Team Tinker going for the Quap, so
they want another way to deal with the sniper, and that is certainly one of them.
What do you think? Is that a mid Quap?
No, it's safe lane for black. They've done this like 2 or 3 times. I think
the only reason why I say that is because I think the Quap versus Sniper matchup is actually better than the Shadow Fiend versus Sniper matchup.
Yeah, but I don't know if they... Koikfa does, I think he has played safe lane SF, but I think he feels more confident in the middle lane, and especially with the access to camps. Radiant, yeah, exactly. Radiant Shadow Fiend is very solid. Black safe lane Queen of Pain has worked in the past, and they don't have that. I know a lot of people are probably worried about that. There's no carry potential coming out for Black, but Koikfa has that kind of a lockdown, I feel like, and given his past performances, I'd be very surprised if we saw another Game 2 against NIP performance where they get absolutely decimated by Aluna, among other things. I mean, there's a lot of damage to deal with. There's a lot of... there's the Call, there's Calling Blade, there's Sniper Shrapnel, there's Clap. I mean, and that kind of makes up for the dual support being kind of weak. But at the same time, Team Tinker have a formidable lineup of their own. So Power Rangers have drafted themselves a winning lineup, whereas the past couple of games I haven't been a fan. This lineup, I think, has the... Especially because they're going aggro try with J4 No Fear. Like you mentioned, lift into call is a very potent way to bring somebody down. However...
Actually...
Go ahead.
What? Oh, I really like this laning setup from Power Rangers.
Yeah, exactly.
But at the same time, this Team Tinker safe tri-lane is so strong. Like, you have Cask, you have the Shadow Strike at level 1, Skywrath Mage, 3 ranged heroes up against the Axe, who's a melee hero, and then these 2 supports that, don't offer too much damage, so... if there was like a melee carry for Team Tinker, I would definitely say this lane would be very successful, but I think Team Tinker should handedly win this lane.
I think Black... Oh my goodness.
He's saved...
Cat's like, I don't care about that kill. I want the bounty rune. Give me that gold rune.
They would have killed him, right?
They definitely would have. I mean, but the thing is, you have to call, and then you don't have counter helix, so you don't have any damage. I don't know if you do kill him, actually.
Yeah, but
I mean, Shadow Wave, yeah, I guess. Yeah, I guess
3.
facts, yeah. All right, fine. I mean, it would have been...
Yeah, it would have been enough.
It would have
done, so 240 damage, and since it's physical, only 1 armor, so it would have hardly been reduced to.
Correct me if I'm wrong. I might be wrong about this, but I think this is the 3rd out of 4 games that Power Rangers have aggro tri-laned. They definitely did it in the 2nd game against Jesus Polar. Meanwhile, Black, look at the trades here. This Quap Black needs to leave. He will finally blink away.
So, both of these teams like trading extremely aggressively with the 2 supports up against the core as well as the support here, so Team Tinker definitely not putting too much focus onto the safe lane, more focus onto the mid lane as they have this Skywrath Mage sitting here. Might actually look for this courier snipe. Is he going to be able to get this? That'd be so huge. It's carrying a healing salve, but Pilot Eye I think goes too soon. Yeah,
he did, and this courier 350 move speed. Skywrath has more move speed, but the shrapnel's gonna come through, and Pilot Eye's like, I am dead.
He's in a situation.
This is I feed myself to the tier 3 tower kind of situation.
He's fine.
Okay, well,
I think he's gonna kill himself to ancient, or not to ancients, neutral creeps.
He can buy TP maybe, or no, he's tangoing up, dude. He's
okay.
He's going in. He's coming back around for another try on Ditcha.
I think he just wants to use 2 arcane bolts and then he's gonna kill himself.
1
for maximum efficiency. Yeah, they've invested so much into this SF. Oh my god, look at the CS.
He has 13 CS.
0.
Base created. Pilot Eye laughing the whole time. Does get headshot proc, but he's actually back up to full health and full. He got a regen rune. Are you serious, dude?
Oh my god.
This sniper is mad. He might get the kill though. Shrapnel going through. The raise comes up. Dishirock can't chase. Here comes the Rubik. J4 now backing away. Koikfa has 22 Necromastery stacks. Telekinesis might go. Arcane Bolt onto J4. They can't catch him. 15 last hits and 12 denies for Koikfa, and every single one is important. Super efficient. Meanwhile, Black, more like way too getting caught out. Cheshire Cat, call is available. Black is able to blink. Well, he could blink away if necessary, but it wasn't needed. Shadow Strike already won on the axe. He's regenerating up with tangos. He has a salve and tranquil boots. Black is in a weird position. Call is canceled. The animation did go, but only for a moment. Meanwhile, top lane, clap onto Boba, but he's fine, going for 2 points to battery assault, and a bit behind the Panda, but that's to be expected. But they are creep cutting on Power Rangers side, and they've got to deal with this. The Arcane Bolt, now Cheshire Cat getting caught, but no, it's going to be no fear. He's level 1. Cheshire Cat leaves him to die. He says, hey man, you're on your own, buddy. We'll see you later. He does get the grave off. He just hits 2 in time. In fact, he's level 2. Oh no, himself. Is he going to deny himself? Will he get it done? Oh, the Hadouken. Oh my god, the Satyr Tormentor. No. Oh my god.
That was pretty funny. And actually, Tinker are the ones that actually made it cast the shockwave by having 3 heroes standing there, so it's sort of unfortunate for them, but it's not the worst thing in the world. Sure, they would have much rather had that kill, but at least
for Black
there's not a kill.
Black's not getting CS, true. That's the problem. Like
yeah, he's only at 10. He's only 9 behind, and this lane's going to get easier and easier since they're going to start rotating support down there. But I mean, they've put so much focus onto this mid lane, and it's certainly paying off right now. Like 25 last hits to 10 for the sniper. Sniper really not having the start.
Is he dead?
Wants. He could be, you know.
I think he's dead. Oh my god, the rotation. Oh, I think Pilot Eye might be dead now. Shrapnel, there's the grave. Koikfa in trouble. They don't have assassination. Ray's going through. Somehow everybody is alive. Unbelievable.
Oh no, Koikfa.
Power Rangers are like teetering on the edge of destruction here, but somehow still finding a way to survive. It's ridiculous.
Koikfa just needed to turn slightly to the left, so a bit of a misplay there. Thought that he was going to just get the raise from the AoE, but Ira able to sidestep that raise quite nicely. Barely survives that one.
I can't believe it.
I mean, there's been 2 situations now where that could have been huge for Team Tinker and ends up going in the favor of Power Rangers just slightly.
Black does get his bottle. He realizes that he is a bit behind, but they're going to look for maybe Cheshire? I don't know what they're doing. They're not going to lane.
And we haven't actually talked about this top lane at all. Pretty even lane. You know, slightly in favor of the Panda, I think, to be expected. But Bulba doing a pretty good job getting his own CS up to 25 compared to the 27 of the Brewmaster. And also worth noting, Clockwork doesn't really care too much about the CS, mostly about the levels. Has that level 6 now, the hook shot now available. 3 points into battery assault, so if he finds any of these supports, they're probably just going to go down here.
What's very important is that once the Brew hits level 6, and if he starts getting involved, there's a very easy way that Bulba can just hookshot in and then battery assault. And with the new change to the animation of the Brewmaster split, battery assault cancels it completely. It's a dance of death, much like the Shadow Fiend Requiem or whatever other ability you could think of. And very good, very, very good against Brewmaster. Clockwork is a very good hero if you can get the hook cogs battery assault off, which for Bobo shouldn't be too big of a task.
And speaking of Black in the safe lane, he's sort of caught up in CS. He was about, what was he, like 15 behind? But like I said, that lane gets easier and easier for him as it is a range versus melee matchup. Gonna constantly spam out the Shadow Strike onto Axe, make his life a bit difficult, so...
Shadow Fiend up to 29 last set, so...
Although the supports for Tinker are struggling a little bit. Like, you have a level 2 Witch Doctor, level 3 Skywrath Mage. Although I suppose it's quite similar for Power Rangers, as Rubik is actually sitting at level 2. So there's actually 2 level 2 supports in this game. It's 7 minutes. That's not something that we see too often anymore.
Yeah, I think a lot of that has to do with a lot of the rotations mid, but could be a little bit better, honestly. And
Yeah, surprising. Yeah, but it's a little surprising that it's actually on the hero that was in the safe lane with the quap. Like, if it's way too's level 2. Gyrath is actually level 3.
That's true. Definitely a weird situation. The supports will find levels eventually, especially when they start team fighting, which should be soon. I mean, generally when you're a Clockwork, you want to get hook shots, so...
Yeah. No first blood in this game yet.
Yeah, that's true. Another big point of contention. But with this Clockwork, you want to be level 60 and you want to start hooking around. And like you talked about, getting on supports is the main target. Clockwork, rather, getting onto the Sniper is also a possibility, because Sniper probably dies solo to a Clockwork as well in this situation. He is very, 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 very low HP pool. 4 armor, that's not going to really matter with battery assault, so... I know that feel, Bulba.
Oh no.
We might be waiting a while.
Internet.
Is Malpek still alive? I think he is. I mean, the first thing. Yeah, we'll put some replays actually. Yeah, we'll talk. We'll converse. By the way, I watched
looking up his replays.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, not replays, jokes.
Jokes. If Apple made a car, would it have Windows? Yeah, I agree. This is I'm not you know, he told me the other day that he had like a list that he wrote down so that if this situation arose, he would be ready.
He has like a little text document,
I'm sure,
sitting on his desktop.
Yeah, more than likely. I mean, I don't blame him. Moppex is like he's a two-trick pony. He's got the stats and then he's got the jokes, and thank God. What would we do? So I was talking with Troff about yesterday's NEL games, which you played in a couple. Were you in the game where Bloody Nine was Tree and Protector and Troff was Spectre, and Bloody Nine was like, I don't know how to play this hero, and Troff lost? And okay, so you weren't in that game. You were playing a couple of games. You were getting chased by Jubei, who was playing the Nyx Assassin, and you were lying, and you died to him like 6 times or something ridiculous. And I could tell you were frustrated. I had a feeling.
5 times. I wasn't. I was winning.
I mean, come on now. That's not frustrating. Don't lie to me.
I mean, it's sort of annoying, but...
I mean, he's also all chatting you the entire time, saying leave, literally every time he kills somebody.
That's just Jubei for you.
That it is just Jubei, but...
You get used to it.
Okay, alright, I'm sure. I don't know.
Well, especially because we're on Skype, so...
Jubei flames me all the time, dude. I don't know why. He's just
It's kind of hard to take it seriously when you're on Skype with the person.
Oh,
and then they say leave in all chat.
Oh, yeah. There you go. Well, that's just Jubei. Yeah, you're right. He flames people more than anybody else. Like, and it's like
he'll say something, and then I'm like, why did you say that? And he's like, I don't know. Just to say it.
I met him in real life at MLG Columbus, and he was nice to me. I'm like, aren't you gonna flame me or anything? He's like, no, man. I just do that. I gotta maintain my status online. I don't know. He said something like that. It's been a while. I don't want to make him.
He's a shit disturber.
He truly is. That's an accurate description for him. A shit disturber. I like that.
Yeah.
Everybody shit talks me, dude. In NEL, Carson's like, I bet you flame me, dude. I'm like, not at all, really, but. I try not. I mean, I flame people if I know them and I think they can handle the flame. For example, Bloody Nine, when he was playing Treant, I flamed him, and then IX Mike, of course, was in my stat. He was doing stats for me, and I say stats, but and then he
flaming. And...
No, he's like I flamed Bloody Nine, and he's like Bloody Nine, or he's like Pink. He's like Pink. Mott's flaming you for being a bad Treant or some shit like that, and I'm like, that's a lie, even though it was 100% true.
Sounds like something Mike would do.
Yeah, he blows up my spot. He's an asshole. And of course, let us not forget, I've told the story millions of times, but he stayed with me at CI4 in my hotel room. Yep. I had 2 beds. He's sitting in the other one. That guy's a fiend, dude. After the after party, he literally comes back and he's like, I got all the gossip if you want it. I'm like,
yeah, you know,
all right, yeah, come on.
All the gossip.
he gave me all the gossip. He gave me the gossip.
You know who told him all of it?
Who?
Me.
You?
Yeah.
How? How did you know?
Oh.
Did Sam like ferry you the information?
No, I knew from Jube.
Oh, okay. So how did you?
Jube's like the master fiend, dude.
Yeah, but how did he know?
I have no idea.
Dude, I bet half that shit was a lie. The weird thing is that most of it came true.
Yeah, most of it came true. Like
Yeah.
everything he tells me that there's like some random, deets. Everyone just calls them deets.
I don't call him that. That's not what I call.
Oh well.
But the thing is, if you stay around the pro scene long enough, like you hear rumblings, like you hear things, and sooner or like most of the time they're true. Like you'll be at events and people will, like, one person will tell you one rumor and then another person will tell you another rumor, and those rumors eventually come true. And it's just how it works because you're so close to the people. Because the players have to at some point vent about the rosters and stuff like that.
Well, they also have to talk to other people about possibly making a change. So...
Exactly. Right.
And you're telling this other person, and they might tell someone else, and then
or that like
just everyone
a third party might
out.
be there. So like yeah. I mean that's a possibility. That's the biggest thing about NA Dota. Fiending is a very big part. Like feeding is that's all NA Dota people really do. Sam will message me casually and he's like, dude, do you have any rumors? I want to fiend super hard. Or like I don't know, he'll message Greg and ask like the same thing, or like tell Greg rumors and stuff like that. Like it's all about fiending, dude. Yeah, I asked Swindle about his team and I fiended on his team for a bit on Cole like the other day, and now it seems to be a reality, and I'm pretty excited for their new roster, but I can't say anything obviously.
Update. Oh boy.
We might be waiting a while.
Sam's internet, please.
Well, you let us know when that happens, Jim. We could keep chatting and discussing. Just go like we should. Ah man, if only we had NEL replays, that'd be the best.
NEL replays, brought to you by IX Mike. Oh, Grant's commentary.
No, not of Grant's commentary. Grant feeding 16 times on Spearbreaker.
No, his commentary. He said.
No, yeah,
Grant
but
casts, they're actually so funny.
He's the realest, most savage caster in the game.
Like rapping, it's like the most clown.
All right, hold on.
Thing ever.
No, definitely not.
I'll do crazy replays, all right? Like karaoke, crazy shit and stuff. I think this sounds good. Yeah, go for it. Okay, cool.
Yeah, Grant might be a savage caster, but he played Spearbreaker the other day and he had 16 deaths.
16?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was 16.
Oh dear.
It was not. He literally like dove behind the tower just to like try to get a kill, but died in the process almost every time. He goes too hard on that hero sometimes. I mean, you have to go hard on Spearbreaker, but just how it goes, man. The way of the world, the way of the Spearbreaker. Yeah.
Do we have
so
any more jokes, Mott Packs? You only gave us one.
Well,
need more jokes here. That's like one joke every 10 minutes. Come on now. Oh, now we've got to disconnect.
He's 4-4, an all-time pro Dota. Because he plays with like people like Horok and stuff.
Dota, what is it again? Dad Dota.
At Dota.
I'm actually
I don't know if you want to look that up.
Why?
I don't know, dude. I don't know.
It can't be that bad.
I'm not flaming or anything, but...
The fuck? I don't see...
Your name might be something else, who knows?
Oh, it's because the patch. I haven't played in this patch.
And take the patch off. It should be all-time. This should be like an all-time thingy.
I did.
Okay. And did you find yourself?
No. It says I have no games, which isn't accurate.
Dota Buff might be better for this esports thingy.
Oh. No, but that has NEL.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I don't know the alt code for your name for the F.
What? So it's dumb. Not. It's just a regular F on Dat Dota.
But I can't find you on Dota Buff.
Oh, on Dota Buff.
You're 17 and 21. I told you, dude. There you go. What team was he on for the majority of those games? I'm curious. Like that's a big point of emphasis for me.
Swag, I would think.
Maybe we'll see. Mallpack's gonna check us out. Fnatic NA 16.
I mean, that's why I have a bunch of losses.
Yeah, well. Subtle-ish flame.
Oh god.
What a team that was.
Although we did beat EG once in a match in a best of 3. Oh.
Yeah, no, it wasn't Milky. No. It was like
oh, wait,
it was Beat as Bambo. Was it Milky G? Are you sure?
Yeah, it was before Bambo was on it.
Are you sure?
So it was Milk, Beat as Fear.
Demon, Fear.
No. Yeah, Fear, Demon, and what's Jo?
Yeah. All right.
What a team.
That's a team. That's a team. Okay.
Clown geniuses. Oh god. How could you do that to me?
You got owned.
I just got played.
You did.
Reasons is now playing Dota 2.
Nice. He's on your friends list. Excellent. We got he's back in the game. But meanwhile, Power Rangers have 2 disconnected players. That's unfortunate.
Alright, when I click like the little emote thing in my Dota 2 game, I don't have any emotes. What is going on?
Because you didn't buy a TI Compendium or any other thing for... I don't know then.
They just disappeared?
Whatever, dude. I don't know. I bet you're lying. I bet you're a pirate.
I stole emotes. You're right.
I wouldn't put it past you. Everybody's back into the game.
God bless.
I don't even remember what was happening other than Koik was doing really well.
Yeah, it's gonna be. Oh, Koik actually has 50 CS.
Yeah, everyone else is like below 40. Cheshire Cat's getting close to a blink dagger. He's up to 1400 gold, so he's getting there. All right, we did it.
If you look at the level difference between Shadow Fiend and Sniper, like Sniper's level 5, Shadow Fiend's level 8.
Yeah, Koik is,
and he still has another entire stack
that he can't take because he doesn't have mana.
Is he actually walking home though?
I think he is. Yeah.
This is not German efficiency.
No.
You need to bottle Crow.
No, because they're using the bottle. I don't know, man. I don't know what to tell you. Black is yeah, he's catching up. He's getting there. 39 CS. 10 denies. They'll rotate way too. Who has the name Deep in My Heart a Wind Blows? Throwing that out there.
He always has funny names.
Oh! Clap misses on to Pile Die, but he's still probably dead. Split's gonna go. How? I think he gets this kill, but no,
okay,
maybe not.
Give up on it. Okay, they're gonna Cyclone Clockwork, but he's actually just gonna end up running away.
Oh, they know. Roger, this isn't worth it, buddy. Roger, no. That's first blood. Oh, Pilot Eye's dead.
Oh, Pilot Eye's actually.
Kaboom! Deeped.
Oh boy. I'm sure Pilot is a little sad about that, but getting that first blood onto the Brewmaster, as well as the split now being on cooldown, you know, time taken away from the lane, so he's not going to be farming towards his Blink Dagger. Just very good there for Team Tinker. Sort of an overzealous play by the Brewmaster, you know, going for the split after missing the claps, so.
Yeah, I'm surprised he didn't cancel it.
Yeah.
Thought maybe he would have long range artillery coming out from the sniper, but he dove too deep. However, now there is the Axe Blink Dagger, which probably gets this kill onto Black if he's not careful. Yeah, he's... Oh, I think... Maybe not, actually. Black might live.
Oh, he has a haste.
Oh yeah, he's got a haste rune. He's fine.
Nice, easily. Yeah, they needed to do that. There's no way that you're gonna get black inside of creeps is the only problem. And since it's only a level 2 call, maybe if that was a max call you could get that kill, but...
Hook on to Clockwork mid lane. I was expecting this, and it's just that easy. This is why you pick Clockwork and the Sniper.
Yep.
You sit mid, and then all of a sudden there's a hook shot. They should have had a ward here, by the way. They had a ward. I don't know how they didn't see that. Unless he smoked for it, which could have been a possibility, or he was on the high ground. One of the two. I didn't see it.
I didn't see where he came from, so...
The line was like this, I think. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. Either way, that's the kill that they were looking for. The Sniper gets shut down for a couple moments, and... Well, Clockwork heads back to the top lane with 30 seconds on his hook shot. Koikva now up to a Void Stone, so it is the Eul Scepter. Unsurprisingly, the build of the century coming out for the Shadow Fiend. Let us never forget Eul's SF, even if Eul's gets nerfed, which is more than likely going to happen.
Do you think it'll get nerfed?
Oh yeah, I think so.
I don't know, they've nerfed it twice already? They nerfed the mana regen once, I think, and they nerfed the cost got increased.
I think they need to change the cooldown or movement speed, maybe, I don't know, they need to change something.
40 movement speed is a little silly, but Reasons, or Sam, Bulbasaur, whatever you want to call him.
He saw...
Lurking in the jungle.
I don't think he saw J4, but J4 saw him.
Yeah.
Grapnel Ditcheraw's got to try to catch out Pilot Eye. Cheshire was maybe getting in position for a Blink Dagger, but he was too far away. Bottom tier 1 gets glyphed as the TP now coming in from J4. Any other TPs? No. Fade Bolt not going to connect on any of the heroes. Blinked Out done coming out for the Panda, so that is very important to getting claps that actually connect. That's a big issue. Now he has it. Roger's getting ready to go. And by the way, Black is going for, I think, a Eul, or not Eul, rather a Orchid. He has the Robe of the Magi. Also, if he picks up the Oblivion Staff.
Most likely going to be that Orchid. I think Orchid's a very good item this game, especially up against the Brewmaster. Even against Sniper, like, you can Orchid him and then use all of your spells. Probably enough to kill him in the early stages at least, so...
Good old 12-minute Euls for Koikva. Nothing like that good timing.
100 CS, 2 assists, so... Definitely having a good game on this mid Radiant Shadow Fiend. They've even given some space over to Skywrath to get some levels up, so...
Ooh, they know. Roger knew. Roger knew, man. He blinked away.
They're actually just gonna push this. Like, I don't think they care too much that they know. They do have double blink though on the axe as well as the Panda, so this could be something that they might want to contest as far as defending.
They should know that Roger's still here, and if Bulba Flare is the right area, he could hook. It's not out of the question.
Yeah, they're actually just not going to do this. It's too risky with the double blink daggers now. A smoke even coming out from Power Rangers, so I like this play from Tinker. As long as they don't lose anyone in the mid lane, they sort of force some rotations, a smoke, and they get the bottom tower as well for Black, so.
You got it for free, nobody down there to contest. His second Oblivion Staff now going to start being built. Chainmail for Bulba, so he is going to be going towards the Blade Mail, unsurprisingly, and he has it in just a couple hundred. Hook shot, going to connect on Ditcha. Nice play. That was maybe the longest wrench you can get for a level 1 hook, and they get the kill
Black's
easily.
In trouble in the bottom lane.
Yeah, they get the call. Culling Blade not going. Maybe it did. I'm not sure. I didn't see.
No, it
but
didn't go.
Yeah, they bring down Black.
Need it.
And now we're going to see some pressure.
Yeah, they were able to use that smoke, get to Black in the bottom lane with 2 of the heroes. Just a simple call into telekinesis proved to be easily enough damage with the stolen Scream of Pain along with the Fade Bolts, so. The Rubik actually getting closer and closer to a blink as well, so pretty soon Power Rangers are going to have 3 blink daggers, and Team Tigger are definitely going to have to be careful about their positioning. Maybe Shadow Fiend not as much because he can Euls himself and, you know, give time for some support to come in, but these other heroes like the Quap especially, and then either of the supports can easily die to these blink daggers.
We already saw Black get caught. And he did go down, but that was a lot of the heroes rotating in on Black as well, but he's staying very far back. I don't see him getting caught out here, even if Cheshire Cat Blinks calls him, because they only have 2 heroes and Black can just blink away.
So Rubik actually just goes for Arcane Boots when he had 1600 gold, which is kind of odd. I would think with 1600 gold he would just go for a blink first, but...
There's the blink call into Black. This is... They're going to go for the telekinesis. They'll get it. Fade Bolt, no spins. Tell us blink away. If they had gotten 1 spin, Black is dead. I guess I was wrong. I thought those 2 heroes wouldn't be able to kill Black. They almost did, actually.
Yeah, if they had timed everything perfectly, I think they could have...
Oh my god, Ditchera. Clockwork getting the longest range initiation I've ever seen in my life on the level 1 hook shot. It's actually ridiculous. Like that, he's here, and Sniper's like here. That's pretty close to max range, I think, for level 1 hook shot.
Oh, so Sam just putting in work on this Clockwork, already up to 4 kills, 4-0-0. Talked about the Bulba Clockwork. And a Blink Dagger already for...
Oh, Cheshire Cat gets the kill. Mystic Flare doing a lot of work now. Another call in 5. Here comes the Requiem. It's going to hit the last right click from Koikfa. Just getting up his Blink Dagger. J4 out of mana. The blind raise actually from Koikfa gets the double kill with the last right click again. That was sick. It was close to blind. I think the flare gave vision.
Yeah,
yes.
It's okay.
I know. I get excited sometimes. Leave me alone.
Yeah, still a nice play from Team Tinker and easy rotation for Koikfa Shadow Fiend. Getting so much farm, 150 CS nearly. It's 16 minutes along with 2 kills, 2 assists. We talked about, you know, how this game is going to go, mostly going to be decided on the Sniper versus SF. Which team prioritizes the mid lane more heavily, probably going to come out ahead, and Team Tinker is showing a lot more willingness to prioritize onto that mid lane. Even having, I would say, the better heroes at doing stuff to them.
Jiraz dead again, by the way. Probably.
No, he's actually going to be fine. Like this.
Oh yeah, this supports
enough.
Yeah. Unless they leave.
Okay, they're actually rotating additional heroes here.
Wow, he's alive. No, just kidding, Flare. He's still screaming pain. I think he wanted Sonic Wave, though. You could tell. Another kill on that Sniper. He has Mom, and that is it at 17 minutes in. Yep. Why? Hello? What was that?
I think he just misclicked or something.
Yeah, probably. That F9 button.
Don't know how you... Well, I mean, he could round it to anything, so...
Yeah, true. I bind my paws to V. I like to live dangerously. I'm just joking, by the way, everybody.
God.
Sure, yeah, W, why not? Every time I use my camera, I pause the game.
GG, right?
Haha. These jokes are great. BKB almost done for the Shadow Fiend. Roger's gonna take an Arcane Bolt to the face. Koikfa's gonna try to blow up a Rubik. You're dead. More than likely. Yeah. He did steal a Requiem.
Actually, he gets the passive Requiem. The Death Requiem.
He's like, if I'm gonna die, I'm gonna take you sort of with me.
I mean, it does a decent amount of damage, but... Well, Koikfa almost has a BKB. At 18 minutes.
With Yules and Blink, by the way. This is GPM, let's check it out. 633. Casual.
And I mean, we talk about how Sniper is so good up against the Shadow Fiend, but when you put so many resources into getting the Shadow Fiend ahead, especially early, and then Power Rangers really didn't respond to it, or even try to gank the Shadow Fiend when, you know, that's sort of the classic way to beat the Shadow Fiend, you know, especially in this 1v1 matchup, so... I don't know. I think Power Rangers, like we talked about with these 2 supports, they really didn't have the best ganking for the Sniper against the Shadow Fiend. You know, usually you like to see it with like an Earthshaker. You know, maybe Rubik can have some success, but Dazzle really is never going to have the option to gank mid, so it has to be the Rubik. And Rubik with a Sniper might not be enough against the Shadow Fiend, especially if the Skywrath is just lingering in the mid lane, so... Team Tinker have really done a nice job of making sure that Koikwa had a really strong start, especially up against the picks that Power Rangers had.
And Dazzle's not going to be able to gank, especially without Poison Touch. Shadow Wave Grave is not a successful ganking tool. There's some lag. Bulba has to DC again. I don't think his internet went out. I think he's just having some ping issues, some latency issues, which is understandable. They are playing to Luxembourg this game. Something we should have pointed out is that this is not on US East anymore. So Power Rangers should theoretically have an advantage in ping. I mean, I shouldn't say small, but it's not as big as some people point out, but
it's only really problematic for Way2, I would say, since he's on the West Coast. Everyone else, it should be like fairly negligible. Sure, it's not ideal for anyone, but it is what it is.
Been a lot of internet issues recently for different organizations, different sites. One that I could think of in particular. I wouldn't say it's an internet issue. It's more of an engineering issue or something.
What, but, Twitch?
Yeah, they've had some problems, which is understandable. I mean, I'm surprised they've been this consistent with this many people streaming on it for so long. That's a lot of data that they have to keep track of. It's pretty impressive, honestly. There's I don't know how many people they have streaming on the website. I'm sure the number is ridiculous. And I'm not sure how much bandwidth they actually use a day, but it's probably absurd. So, I mean, I guess they're allowed to. It's unfortunate that, it goes down from time to time, but it happens. The record for net worth at 20 minutes all time on SF is 15.3K by Dendy. The next 3 spots are occupied by RTZ. Of course they are. That doesn't surprise me, actually. He's the SF player nowadays. Well, someday Sam might return to the game. I have this. What's the net worth lead? Almost 7,500, actually. Same for experience. It's a bit more, in fact. The biggest problem is that their sniper, who is their biggest right clicker, he's not farmed at all. I mean, we're talking about he's below the clockwork in terms of net worth. He's a mom. That's it. That's all he's got. And that is good. That does give him damage. It's not like Sniper can't do much without a mom and shrapnel. He can still get kills, but eventually Team Tinker are going to eclipse him enough where not only is he going to get blown up by clockwork, but he just won't be able to kill them as easily as he once did. That's the biggest issue.
Yep. And it looks like Tinker are just running away with this game as well. Told me I had type A blood.
But it was a type O.
Oh, God.
Don't try to justify his joke making.
Okay.
Alright, Pimp. You have to unmute yourself, though.
No shit, thanks, man.
Okay, well, I'm just telling you, buddy.
Actually, I have to see what the stuff is called.
I'm being flame team.
Do you guys know what the Vorzeichen is? Oh, damn it!
The
no,
what?
I gave the joke away. Okay, screw it. I'm not gonna be telling this one other day.
What?
I don't know what just happened, but
no, I don't know what he said, dude.
I spoiled the.
You spoiled the joke?
Yeah,
or like
yeah,
the punchline or something?
Yeah. Because I had to look up the English word because I don't know it. Jesus.
What was the English word?
No, I'm not gonna tell you. I wanna have this joke ready for the next pause, alright?
Okay.
I mean, it makes sense, right?
Alright. Yeah.
Because
Okay.
you're gonna have. I mean, everyone's gonna be like, "Oh, that's a new one."
Oh my. Sam, with this internet issues, please. We're just here to watch some Dota. Talk about it a little bit.
Yeah, we have 6 games on tap today. We've made it through 3. This is the 4th one. These last 2 might be a little bit delayed. Which, by the way, in case you were curious, if you are going to stick around, we have Hellraisers versus My Insanity coming up next. My Insanity is still searching for their, I believe, first win here in Dota Pit. Hellraiser's doing okay. I don't think they've played that many games, but My Insanity and Power Rangers.
Yeah, they haven't won since they took over Who's slot?
Virtus Pro.
P, yeah.
Alright.
Who disbanded.
Someone messaged me.
Yep.
God.
So it's like Virtus Pro and Virtus Pro Polar like combining? Is that what's going on?
Well, I mean, as far as I don't know.
That's not
I'm not going to speculate. I mean, well, yeah, all right.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, give us the joke mod pack, sure, why not? Or a Pitmuckle, excuse me.
Alright. This is not for me, this is a good message. What is Pudge doing with his third passive skill? He's flesh farming. It's amazing, I mean. I don't know, I thought it's fine. Jesus Christ. You guys are just spoiled with mod packs' bad jokes.
No, dude, I've not laughed at a single joke all season. I don't know what you're talking about. Well, listen, the jokes are, they're humorous, but the point of the jokes is that they're supposed to be so bad they're good, but to me they're just, I don't know.
Dude, he said if Apple made a car, would it have windows?
I heard the joke, F4L. I saw it with my own eyes. You don't have to give me the replay of it, dude.
You have no idea what's good, man. You just have absolutely
no idea. I don't need a play-by-play of the joke. That just happened a moment ago.
Clearly you do, because you didn't think it was funny.
PJ Salt or something.
Can I explain that one to you?
No.
So, Apple computers...
I'm gonna kick you off this fucking cast, dude. You're done. I'm done with you.
Right, Mod. You shut up, because I've got the production here, right? I'm gonna mute you and cast with F4L. Easy.
No!
Alright, Chef, Chad, if you want this, type #FireMod. And we can arrange this.
Oh my god, we lost.
It's fine.
Yeah, of course they're gonna... Oh my god, of course they're gonna...
FireMod. Easy. Got him.
Oh man. Oh, someone is reconnecting. No, shit, this is the other way around. This is DC.
It's not Sam, because I'll see when he comes back online.
Uh-oh. Got another one, boys.
Why can't orphans play baseball?
God.
That one's actually kind of wrong.
That's pretty morbid, dude. That's a little,
Uh-oh. Rip.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Well, we got a game in our hands, maybe. I mean, for PR, they have to keep pause too, like his Dazzle's disconnected at this point, so Keep Seeker getting a little bit lucky there, and that Power Rangers could have unpaused at this point if they really wanted to, or Power Rangers could just keep the game paused themselves. We'll see what happens.
I like how no one is talking.
That we will. Yep. 2-0 in the game.
Uh-oh. Yeah, I mean... Please mercy. There we go.
Mercy.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's all they needed.
Oh, mercy.
Look at all those fail fishes. That is a lot of fail fish.
It's great, isn't it?
It's amazing.
I don't know.
It's beautiful. It's like looking at it.
Fishes for?
I think
Pimp's joke, I think.
The punch was fine. What the hell?
No,
you
that
guys
joke was terrible.
No, that was amazing. You just have no idea. He's flesh farming. I mean, he's flesh farming. You know, like Jesus Christ. You guys are absolutely terrible.
I'm not saying anything.
You guys didn't even get it. This is the issue. Chat got it. You know, Chat is actually fail fishing with you guys. All right. I'll mute myself. I'm not going to be participating in this cast.
That's definitely it, man. That's 100% what happened.
So we have a smoke now from Team Tinker, the Shadow Fiend, Clockwork, and Skywrath Mage. Looking for something in the bottom, preferably Ditgira, I think.
Yeah, that hook shot. Whoever's microing him, nice play.
Pretty sure it's Pilot Eye.
Yeah, probably. Concussive shot goes. J4 does steal Cogs. Meanwhile, mid lane, there was a kill, I believe, onto Waitsu. J4 getting caught out. Gareth, Arcane Bolt, not doing enough to get the kill. No fear there with the Shadow Wave. Had Grave available. Uh-oh, Black's coming into the backside. Meanwhile, they jump in. The Bruce split goes. Pilot Eye in trouble. Cheshire Cat jumping through. Big Sonic Wave. J4 gonna get graved up. Koikfa popping up the BKB. No counter helix procs yet. Now taking the damage. Getting kind of low. J4 about to go down. Koikfa getting chased. Now the Yule's up onto the X. Nice play. Blink out in 2. Can he dodge in time? Blink Clap is available. No mana for it. Blink away from Koikfa. Does get out. Now the Drunken Haze. Koikfa desperately trying to survive. Black gonna go back in. Shadow strikes. Scream of pain. No blink for Roger anymore. Black now in trouble, taking tower hits. Has blink off cooldown in one. Should get out of this just in time. And in the end, that Sonic Wave did most of the work. Now, reasons, Bulba, whoever's microing him, more likely than not, it is going to be Pilot Die. Does he see Roger? I don't think so. Still looking for a hook shot. Will back away onto his side of the river.
Wait.
Hook shot getting canceled. It's going to connect onto Cheshire Cat. Now Blade Mail popped, about to be for both heroes, not even using it for the clockwork. There's maybe a grave coming through. Telekinesis, they'll turn it around. Clock pops the Blade Mail, but he's dead. Anyways, he will fall. Actually turns into a counter kill. And so they actually get a mega kill streak for Dazzle. They probably wish it was on any other hero, but it's something at least.
If you Blade Mail a Blade Mail, does it return the return? It doesn't, right?
I don't know.
Okay. Oh yeah, that would be an infinite loop. Never mind. Just kidding.
Black, you've been baited.
Alright, so Tinker looks... They're like falling apart a little bit since both actually disconnected and is not back into this game. They might actually just look to slow this down a bit.
I think they should.
Farm
but
on the Shadow Fiend and then just wait until...
Yeah, but if they slow this down, then oh, he's grave. No fear. You're dead. I think he's going to get a double. Yeah, it's a double kill. Something about Tinker falling apart or something.
Oh, well, Quakequest certainly not falling apart.
Well, no, he's just 13,000 net worth at this point. BKB, Blink, Yule Scepter, 2,000 gold in the bank.
Alright, they might look for a hook in the mid lane. Reasons on this clockwork.
Well,
Or someone.
Blink, call, Bell Steel, maybe a call. Here's the chop. Damn, getting lifted up. Well, the bot, I should say, whoever's playing him. Cheshire Cat force another call. What a beautiful call from Cheshire. Clap glow goes, and they get the split off as well. The silence up to Cheshire Cat. He blinks away. Might stay alive. Should stay alive. No more Ancient Seal to amplify that damage. And that is going to be 3 down in the mid lane. Not so much Quick for falling apart as the rest of Team Tinker. But it's tough, man. These blinks are really hard to deal with. And again, this fight actually goes the way of Power Rangers. They're going to take Roshan as well. Well, they'll try to. Ditcherop making his way to the Roche Pit. Still only has Tread's mom and Aquila and 3 GG branches. The life of a sniper in a clockwork game. Not a fun time.
Not having a great time. It would be interesting to see what item he goes for. Maybe a Mantis style, you know, just to add some protection against that clockwork. Could be a decent choice. Black does get that mid tower. Probably going to get top tier 2 as well. So they're going to get 2 towers in exchange for the Roshan. Be perfectly fine for them. Although there is some TPs coming out.
A lot to trade for. A Roche. J4 is maybe dead. Nice counter call. Again, baited once more. Sonic Wave not stolen to the Scream of Pain. Quakefight in trouble. Has BKB, still earns it. Gotta go through, but BKB's it off. Now getting chased down. The right click should be enough. Quakefight has Blink. He's gonna blink. He really wants J4. He'll get the kill, but he's gonna give maybe it away. No streak given away. As he goes down, the kill is split. Nice play coming out from, again, Cheshire Cat baiting out his teammates. I mean, they might die, but he gets the kill in the end. That's the important thing.
Yeah, they denied the top tower as well, so a huge victory there from Power Rangers, getting the 2 most important heroes, the Quap and Shadow Fiend kills. Very nicely played by Axe here in the last couple of minutes. But like you said, just sitting behind his allies, you know, baiting out some calls. And, I mean, what else can you say? It's a RP on a, what is it, a 10-second cooldown?
Pretty good ability.
Yeah, pretty strong. It's actually slightly better than RP. Black actually... I don't think there's enough damage that's going to come through here.
Blade Mail doing some more. Oh, Black's dead. Wow, the Helix procs and the Blade Mail. Oh my god. Top lane, tier 1's going to die as well.
I was actually surprised that he died there, although he was on int treads, so I think he still would have died on strength, but that's a lot of Helix procs coming on. Maybe a little lucky there.
So let's look at the net worth graph that has taken a nosedive from 7,500 down to 2,500 here. It's not straight down, but it's getting pretty close. Experience is even. I can't really... It's something that should happen when you're playing 4 versus 5, but I thought maybe Team Tinker would be a bit better composed. They'll find Ditchera with the hook shot. He's going to blade mail. Ditcha does have Aegis. He's going to get conk shotted. There's going to be an Ancient Seal, Arcane Bolt coming out. Pilot Eye's dead as hell. Now he can control Boba all he wants, but Boba is actually alone. And that's plenty of right clicks to get the kill. Black's still dead from previous engagements. 2 for 0 trade. No Aegis was taken down. That's the biggest thing, is that the Aegis is still there for Ditchera. Had they gotten the Aegis, maybe that's okay, but that wasn't even the case. Wow.
Tinker, whoa, that was a really aggressive play. But looks like they're going to get this tier 2 tower, and I mean, things are just going from bad to worse for Tinker.
Yeah, it's really not
a commanding lead. Unfortunately, from Sam disconnecting, 7,500 now to an even gold game in a 4 versus 5 situation.
Oh, the blink call. He canceled the TP, but Koikfa getting Yules, BKB, and Wreck. We have Cheshire Cat. Maybe that was the wrong idea there. Now the Death Ward going in the mid lane. Spell was stolen. It is Death Ward. J4 has it. He's ready to go, but everyone's back on the high ground now, so the Death Ward maybe not the best idea to use it yet, but he will hang on to it. And they will continue to chase. Koikfa's going to walk mid. Not going to try to cut anybody off. Maybe he gets cut off instead. They're picking. They're like, just finish the tower off. Or defend the tower, it looks like. I think that was a pink ping saying maybe go to the tier 2, but they're going to try to turn this. The fake back coming in from Power Rangers, but now they do instead. They couldn't decide. They will TP back home. Koikfa has Blink ready to go. No TP for 20 because it was canceled. Blink's further into the tree line, just on the cusp of the edge here. And we'll stay alive, and I don't think he's in trouble. Ooh, J4,
yeah,
buddy.
Just gonna wait for his TP here.
All right, so Ditchera now picks up a Mithril Hammer. And what does he go for? What does he pick up? Maelstrom? Like, what? Is he has something flying out? No, Sentry Wards. That's not his.
He's probably gonna go for a Maelstrom. The Dazzle has actually been pretty instrumental in keeping Ditchera alive. You know, when he gets hook-shotted, as we saw in the top rivers location, they were able to keep him alive and then turn it around for a double kill onto both the Clockwork and Skywrath. It's going to be a pretty tough game for Team Tinker. Like, Clockwork can't really get any more items. He's sort of stagnated. Whoever's playing him, you know, maybe not having the easiest time microing both of these heroes, which obviously it's very difficult to micro 2 heroes perfectly, especially heroes like Skywrath and Clockwork, because they all have a lot of abilities. And he also has the Blade Mail active as well, so that's 8 skills to use and an active on 2 separate heroes. It'll be pretty challenging.
It's not easy, and I do like what Team Tinker have done, though. You talked about slowing the game down. They've done a really nice job of split pushing. Clap will find Black. Assassination's about to go. Telekinesis is just dead. That's it. He couldn't get out in time. He stayed a little too long trying to go for that tower, and because of that, he does go down. So Black now dead for 50 seconds, has buyback. Roche is still down. Aegis is still, I think, available for Ditchera. I think it was just reclaimed, actually. Has 2.8k gold. He's really waiting for that next item. It's a full BKB, so that was the other option, and I think that's a better option. A defensive item that keeps him alive. BKB will certainly allow him to have a bit more room to work with, I should say.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think BKB is also a solid option. I was thinking either Manta or BKB. They're both good against the Clockwork.
Call onto poor Way2. I think he's probably dead. Buddha Restoration doing a good job, but no, I mean, he still gets chopped anyways. Hookshot will find no fear. He's going to have Grave. He's got a Shadow Wave. He's got a Grave, but he's still probably dead. Yeah. Just a bit of a time waster. Nice kill. But he's getting rotated on. Cheshire Cat goes all the way from bottom to this middle lane, or top lane, excuse me. Death Ward goes. Finally, J4 gets to pop it off as the spell steal is wearing out. And now they know. And Pilot die. Ooh, just 1 second away from that call. A really well-timed TP. It's tough. They really have to rely on Koikfa and Black this game. Orchid comes out. Koikfa, no BKB. Raja pops his own BKB. Assassination is going to go. Split comes out as well. Koikfa, blink up in a couple of seconds, gets Yules. I believe, actually, that was his own Yules. Dies for the first time. Well, second time in this game, but first time in some time. Black is able to blink out, but that's a very big kill because Koikfa is now down for 75 seconds. And Power Rangers, they've started taking a lead here, I think.
Yeah, it's just like such a unfortunate thing. Like you don't like to see teams losing because of internet issues and stuff, but that's almost sort of what we have here. Like Tinker just not able to stay composed after Sam disconnects.
They have yet to take a series 2-0.
Tinker?
And yeah, they've been 1-1 their entire way through Dota Pit. Might be another 1-1 series. It's looking that way now. It's just Cat jumps in, hook shot connects onto Roger. Battery assault goes, no split. No BKB either, gets his way out, but the Sonic wave from Black is enough to take him down. He did buy his Vlads before dying, I think, but still, that's a pretty big kill. I mean, they went in a little too hard. Their entire team is bottom, and they only had 2 heroes mid. They're 2 big, strong heroes, but against Black with Sonic Wave, it's kind of tough.
Yep. So they are able to get the kill onto the Panda. Like you said, pretty big kill. Does have a BKB as well as the Vlad's up now. Sniper BKB 2600 gold. So he's really done, you know, quite a decent job at coming back into this game. A lot of it, though, like I said, I think it's due to the disconnect. He was definitely struggling when Bulba was on the clockwork.
No, he was not having a good time. Is Black dead? Just barely makes it away. There wasn't actually any mana for a Coiling Blade.
Oh!
Wow, he survived.
He didn't have mana. He has a Maelstrom.
Just survived, yeah.
I was like, where are these Maelstrom? I thought Quap maybe had a Maelstrom, and then I was like, wait, X has a Maelstrom. Looks like he's gonna go for a Mjolnir.
Yeah. Static shield, pretty good damage when you blink Call, not bad.
Well, I mean, it's not the worst. He also just picked up his BKB, so 10-second BKB now available for the Axe.
He's never really had a chance to use it yet. And they might get to the high ground before he has to. I don't think they go high ground yet, though. Yeah, well.
So this is kind of unfortunate. They are out of pause time as well, so
they are gonna have to. I think
versus 5.
Tinker are, I'm sure, not happy, but it's just one of those situations that it happens. I mean, Cheshire Cat responds with a sad face, but at this point, ooh,
right,
J4
so
giving the manners.
Use their pause time now, so. Very unfortunate that, you know, we have these internet issues. I don't know what's causing it. You know, you can speculate all you want, but...
When you get down to the nitty-gritty, all you need to know is that there are 2 people disconnected from the game. They've been disconnected at least one. Yeah, I mean, one's been disconnected for a while. They're on the same team. There's been no disconnections for Power Rangers. I don't think they're in the same area just yet. They are not at any team house yet.
Nope.
But
at least not those 2 members.
Yeah.
And I don't think they are going to be until next month or something.
Group A looking solid. Team Tinker moves up to 4-3, but a loss here would move them to 4-4, tied with Cloud9. NIP actually at the top of the group, sitting at 4-2. Evil Geniuses still have a lot of their games to play. Asus, Polar, Power Rangers, Tinker, and NIP. They have to play all of those games. They 1-1 Cloud9. What else do we have going on? So Power Rangers still have to play EG, which I believe is 2 days from now. Not tomorrow, but 2 days rather. And who else? NIP, we already talked about EG. They have to play Asus Polar.
I mean, the groups this time around are a lot more even. Although I guess EG hasn't played enough games yet, so they might pull away like Secret did in the other groups. So
hey,
we'll have to see.
You know, thanks, man. That's really nice of you to say that, because guess who did the groups?
You.
Yeah. I try my best.
I mean, I think you could have... I won't... Alright.
Come on, give me the flame. Flame me, let's go.
I think you could just randomly make the groups as long as EG and Secret are in 2 of the separate groups, and they would have been pretty good. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
I don't know. Like, I think actually, like, all the teams that are invited to Dota Pit are actually all very good, so...
True. Although
there's a lot more, what's the word? Parity in competitive Dota right now. Like, obviously you have a couple of like the really top teams, like I think obviously EG and Secret, I think you could say definitely a cut above everyone else in the West, but after that, I mean, there's like all those teams like constantly are beating each other. So
I think Empire
pretty
might
nice
be the
yeah,
next
Empire.
best.
Yeah. Empire's very good too.
And then maybe NIP or Asus Polar. Maybe if Tinker didn't have people DCing, I don't know. It's tough to say. This like again, I think this is a series that people thought Tinker would 2-0, but again with the internet issues, nothing is for sure in the Dota scene, I suppose.
Yep.
Just gonna have to wait until Power Rangers are ready to go. And until that time, we set at the pause screen. Morph is the only stat affecting ability in Dota 2 that can reduce the stat to below 1. You can morph from 2 to 0, whereas all other abilities lock at 1. Interesting. Can't go negative though.
There's another thing that takes stats. Oh, I guess like
S and shift.
intelligence.
Yeah, OD Astral.
Well, and silencer.
Yeah.
Could make someone really stupid, right? I love when you're playing silencer and you kill like a strength hero, like an initiator, like Axe. Let's say Axe, right? If you kill him like 5 times, then he can't use his spells, or like more than one spell. Pretty hysterical.
You have to build in items at that point.
Yeah.
Has to go home and read a book.
Making him
unfortunately.
sad.
Yeah.
No books being read. So looks like Way 2 is back in the game, but Bulba's still disconnected. Although he has been disconnected for, I mean, how long's it been?
At least
Over
20 minutes.
right?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, so I'm surprised no one's asking any questions at all, chat, about like, is Sam coming back?
I think at this point we
A
know.
long time. No, so I mean, I don't know why we're still paused then.
Yeah, that's the thing. We were not paused when Waitsu was back on the squad. I'm not sure
Can I
we
say something, Mod?
still are.
With the time?
Sure.
I just want to quickly point out, if any one of you guys flames PR in any way, you're absolutely retarded. Those guys do play Dota and they are not responsible in any sorts of way for any sorts of DDoS. Those guys who are responsible actually are the guys who make money off of this, so you better shut up and leave PR alone. Because that's what's happening right now, and that's not cool.
I thought that was a given, but I'm sure somebody on Twitch chat was saying something. Otherwise, okay. Oh man, Black now getting jumped on the clap from Roger. Jesus. Pip goes in, man. When Pip goes in, he really goes in, dude. Let me just tell you guys.
It's like how he mutes it so no one else can hear him except for us, and then if we respond, it's like we get baited.
We can't say it's like he has complete control and power over us.
Oh my god.
You know that, right? Absurd. He has some very good points, though. This is again, this is not on Power Rangers at any point at all.
Definitely not.
No, and I thought people knew that. I thought it went without saying, but I'm sure that's not the case of him saying something about it. So we'll let that be for now.
Sniper.
Roger and J4 continue to farm up, and again, the sniper now. Before Bulba had DC'd, he only had a bomb.
He had a bomb and like, I want to say
3
maybe
branches.
he had. I think he had the mithril hammer.
No, he didn't have that.
No?
Nope.
Okay.
Absolutely not. And now he
was
has
poor.
a full BKB. He has a Demon Edge, which is probably the start of an MKB, as Koifa has finished up a Butterfly. And he is the one hero that is still very farmed and still doing very well for Tinker. And there's still a chance that he can carry this game. It's very, very tough. Again, 4 versus 5.
And once that MKB comes out for the sniper, it's going to be even harder for Shadow Fiend.
And they really have to blow up the sniper at that point early, but he's going to have an Aegis more than likely. He's probably getting this Roche. They have the medallion.
He's going to get scouted. Well, they're just going to kill it so fast, though.
Can't contest this. Black is still top lane, and I mean, he has TP, but there's no tier 2 to TP to. There's absolutely no way they can contest this. Gonna go down. Ditchy will grab the Roche. He'll grab the Aegis as well. And now, even if you hookshot and you kill Ditchira, he's gonna have a second life, and it's very difficult. Call misses. Koikfu will TP back home. And again, Team Tinker are just stalling for time at this point. If they can maybe somehow get a little bit later into the game, and maybe just somehow Bulba gets back online, which looking pretty grim at this point. Then maybe they have a chance.
Comes back if it's too late. Like Sniper's gonna outcarry Shadow Fiend at some point. They have definitely better late game for Power Rangers than Team Tinker. Like Quap tends to fall off just a little bit. Clockwork as well, especially like Axe and Panda, I think scale just a little bit better because, well, first of all, Brewmaster is going to be going for Vlad's and then most likely an AC. It's providing a lot of auras as...
Oh, there's a fight. Hook shot onto No Fear. That's a nice pick, but you need more than that. You need the chorus, and then there's Cheshire Cat, and they don't get Boba out of his cogs. The TP getting through, and they couldn't get a stun. Ditcheron not with the MKB just yet, so no chances of a proc there. Silence upon the Cheshire Cat. He has bots. He's very fast. Pops the BKB, misses the call. Looking for Waits who will get him. Now the MKB is done. They get the Culling Blade. Cheshire gets the double, looking for a third, but Black will TP smartly, as does the other hero, which was Pylai Dai, who gets out of the bad situation. And all the meanwhile, Quakefoot farming bottom.
I mean, that was a 2 versus 4, and all of Tinker is just running away from them, so that is a scary thing. When you're just running away from an Axe and Sniper like that, I guess maybe they didn't know where the other heroes from Power Rangers were, although they knew that one of them was dead, so maybe just a little bit scared of getting cut off by the other heroes, but... Black?
Boy. Oh! Right as the blink animation goes, I thought Black was going to survive. I did not speak too soon. He gets chopped down. That's a nice kill. Courier? Yeah, 2,000 gold. That's the part of it. I think that was a component of the AC. Yes, Hyperstone. It's a full Hyperstone gone. Quakefoot is doing a very good job split pushing. He flutters now. He has no TP. Quakefoot has no TP.
Tier 3 tower.
Quakefoot has... Oh, no, he has bots. I'm crazy. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
I'm losing it. He's actually just going to split push, which I think is the right choice in this situation.
Tower down to half for the Radiant. Quakefoot trying to get some damage onto this tower, although he's actually just sitting here right now. Maybe afraid that some heroes aren't showing.
I think Cheshire Cat isn't showing. I think that's the biggest problem.
Yeah.
If he walks up just a bit, they see him.
I mean, there goes the tower. Black's still dead.
They're going to jump in. Roger, gonna pop the BKB. Can he get the split off? No problem now. They get an easy kill onto Pylai Dai. He has to buy back immediately. Boba's not going to be so lucky. He'll go down. He does have buyback as well. Meanwhile, they call up Waitsu. He falls. The Rax is exposed. And Power Rangers beginning to take over this game. Assassination is going to fly. It's going to hit Pylai Dai, taking out most of his HP. He has to go back to the well to heal up. Full set of Racks now down mid. Split is done for Roger. He might get caught out. Race to clear up the creep wave for Quakefoot. Doesn't jump in at all. Now gets jumped on by Cheshire Cat. The spins are going to go through. Quakefoot in trouble. Telekinesis. They get the slam. He has buyback. He's going to use it. Black pops BKB. So does Cheshire Cat. No ages for him. That was Ditchera. Cheshire Cat getting low. Will fall. J4 as well. In trouble. Quakefoot only working with 18 Necromastery charges. Now Requiem about to fly. It's going to go. Does a decent bit of damage. And then all of a sudden, No Fear comes in with the grave. But still, Ditchera about to fall. They get the kill on Pylai Dai. No Fear, the last survivor. He'll go down. It's a triple kill for Quakefoot. But unfortunately, they lose the set of racks at the beginning of the fight. Otherwise, that would have been a great fight for them. But fighting into a racks, fighting into BKBs, etc., too difficult. Quakefoot will, however, bots up to the bottom lane, and he's going to look to do as much damage as possible to this tier 3 tower and the racks in this bottom area.
Might actually be able to force one of these cores at least to buy back, just to prevent a lot of damage from coming through. I don't think, if no one buys back, he'll actually get this tier 3 very easily. He attacks so fast, does so much damage to buildings. They need to buy back. One of the cores has to buy back though. Like,
yeah, J4's not scary enough.
Buying back. So it either has to be the sniper or the axe. Looks like they're not interested. I mean, are they actually just gonna lose a counter Rax here?
There's no way. Yeah, Axe buys back. They blink in telekinesis BKB for Quakefoot. Orchid now gets BKB. Cheshire Cat forces. No blink though. Boba getting microed a bit slowly, mind you. Now hooks into J4. Wanted to hook onto Black. Blinked in front of him. I'm not sure if that was an intentional play from J4, but it was certainly sick, and they will get the kill onto Boba. Will they? Yeah, he's blink forward from J4, who stole the Quap's blink, by the way. And there he goes. Fade Bolt will grab the kill. No counter racks coming out for Quakefoot. It was a good effort. They got the tier 3 tower. They forced out the buyback from the Axe. I mean, Team Tinker are still alive, barely. They're hanging on by a thread, but
I think
there's
it's
work
just
to be
a matter
done.
of time. Like, Power Rangers, they can just wait until the next Roshan, secure the Aegis for the sniper again, and then just do the whole thing over again. Maybe even waiting for the AC as well as, well, they already have the Mjolnir on the Axe who bought back in that previous fight. So getting that static, what's it called? Static shield?
I think it's static shield. I might be
There,
wrong.
no,
Who knows?
static charge.
Right, well.
Get some additional bonus magic damage. Although, I guess the two main cores have BKBs, so it's actually not going to be too effective. I'm actually not even sure why he has this item. I suppose it's
styling
helped
item.
him get a couple kills, right? Because the Maelstrom-like damage is actually pretty significant during his call, so maybe he doesn't get some of those quap kills.
No, I think for sure, yeah. Yeah, the Maelstrom coming into play there. No, he is spotted. He's back from the dead. He made it.
This is such an awkward pause time, though, because
There's about to be a force call.
Actually, that's probably a terrible idea. Like, there's a Satanic now in Quickfoot.
Yeah,
That's not.
the Cheshire Cat has enough time to look at it, I'm pretty sure, and admire the Satanic on Quickfoot. Yeah, this is quite the terrible time to pause. Bulba's like, what happened? Bulba comes back online.
It's like my Raxes are gone. What's going on?
Oh, Quickfoot canceled the TP because they have reinforcements coming. Black is going to come through. They'll try to force out the BKB first and foremost. Oh my god! Unpause comes out immediately.
Boy.
No fears, like, let's get this going. BKB from Cheshire Cat. Force coming through. Death Ward. Black in trouble. Will he live? No. Cheshire Cat about to fall. Will not have buyback. He does go down. Black also no buyback, though. Split coming out. Way 2 is going to get stunned up and, well, shrapnel, and he's dead.
The sniper comes from the rear as well.
And Pilot Eye's dead as well. Well, Bulba came back in, got an update on the game, and then left. And then disconnected, I should say. Didn't leave on his own accord.
Oh, man. This is such a bizarre game.
He also wanted to let his team know he was okay by typing Azda, Azda, Azda. So, well played.
The frustration typing coming through.
I'm sure, yeah, like that. I got disconnected earlier before a game was even going on. My internet went down, and I was frustrated. It was only down for like 5 minutes. I was flipping out, man. I can't imagine how Sam's feeling right now. Flipping tables over, who knows? I would not be in a happy situation.
Mm-hmm.
So, Quickfoot continues to farm, almost got caught bottom again, like you talked about, the Satanic. The biggest thing is that Roche is up in a minute, and again, with an Aegis coming out from Power Rangers, I don't know if they can really contest another fight there. There's too many BKBs, there's too much survivability, the Grave, obviously, the Weave, which is level 2 now. There's a lot to deal with here, and with only 4 players, it's just not enough, and especially with the racks down, which will have to be constantly pushed out by Quickfoot, by Black, by whoever. There will be a smoke rotation from Clockwork as well as Pilot Eye. Day 4 misses Quickfoot. Eul's comes out, pops the BKB. It's only going to be up for a moment before it goes down. It's a pretty short duration. Now it's at 5 seconds. Spell was stolen. Gets one of the raises. Now the urn's up. Shrapnel continuing to slow Quickfoot. Telekinesis, the hookshot comes in. That'll be under no fear. J4 about to go down. Brewmaster gets a kill. Meanwhile, in the middle lane, they get the kill with the sniper. Ditcherot going to work on the reasons. The Clockwork about to go down. Gems on the deck. Calling Blade from Cheshire Cat. 3 dead. Pilot Eye about to be the 4th. Assassination will hit. They're so spread out. One hero dies mid. Black's farming bottom. They get the 4th kill. Now the effigy's falling in the middle lane. And all that's left for Power Rangers is just to push in, I think.
I think sadly that's just like the end of the game. Like, what a anticlimactic game. Team Tinker with a really solid start, especially from Bulba's Clockwork, but unfortunately disconnecting for the majority of this game. Team Tinker just sort of fell apart. Too hard to micro both the Clockwork as well as, I don't know who was microing him, but regardless of who it was, it's really difficult to micro Clockwork with another hero.
Well, this game at least is a learning experience. They need some sort of precedent to make sure this doesn't happen again for Boba, for any member of Team Tinker. And really, this should be a top priority for any member of the Dota 2 professional scene. It sucks. You could argue that, you know, there's a pretty good argument to be made that if Team Tinker have Boba, they win that game. We wouldn't know. We won't get to see the end of the game in that way, but that's just how it goes. That's the way of Dota, folks. That's the way of esports and not being on LAN. Unfortunately, that's going to be the end of the series. Power Rangers takes the victory. They'll tie it 1-1. Pretty good play coming out from Cheshire Cat, Ditchara, and Roger.
Played out of his mind. Cheshire Cat definitely played very, very well this game.
He certainly was a big factor as to them winning. But that'll be it. It's going to be the 1-1 victory. But the good thing is, folks, we're not done today. We have Hellraisers versus MYI coming up in just a hot minute. Before we do leave, again, this has been organized by One Game Agency. Again, make sure you guys, again, it's not Power Rangers. It has nothing to do with Power Rangers and everything to do with just the Internet of the Clockwork. That's how it goes. If you enjoy the cast, make sure you guys follow us. It is, of course, a High Ground TV production. You can check us out at High Ground TV on Twitter. Check us out on Twitter as well as being the individuals. Pimp Muckle, you can check them out on Twitter at Pimp Muckle. Check out F4L at F4L Dota. Montpax at Montpax. And of course, you can check me out at Mont Dota. With that being said, we'll take a very, very short break and jump into our last series of the day. Stick around, guys.